Sean, thank you.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Excuse me, I'm on the mic.
Well,
Sean, I wanted to thank you so much for coming, and I wanted to commend you for your courage and your conscience. And before I get to my question, is the outfit that you went to work for in Tijuana, is it called Al Otro Lado? Is that it?
Yes, I'm volunteering with them.
Al Otro Lado. Okay, thank you.
And Food Not Bombs. And
Uh-huh.
also, I think deported veterans could use a lot of help. They've been providing tents and sleeping bags to people as they come, because the shelters are over capacity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. My name's Jefferson Parson, and I'm a playwright. And some time ago, I wrote a play about killer drones. And the main conflict was between two drone operators, one who was a gung-ho killer drone operator and the other who was repulsed by what he experienced. And so I wanted to ask you, was there anything in particular that in your experience that caused you to be disaffected from the drone operation?
I think it's just the fact that it's lowered the threshold for lethal force. Bombing used to be considered excessive force. I mean, we have NATO rounds. They're not designed to kill, but they're designed to maim, because they're meant to neutralize, not necessarily kill. I think there's an over-reliance on, especially since there's very little, little that can happen in the short term for as far as personnel. Like, you're not putting them in harm's way, so you're more likely to go in and send a drone to bomb a place because it's less politically costly, and it's less costly from a command perspective. I had a huge problem with the attitude that people had when they were doing this work. You can't really say that it's everybody, but I think some people are a lot more overzealous than others, and they get excited about it because you're spending every day watching drone feeds, and you're waiting for something to happen, and like when it does, it's a accomplishment. It's a messed up accomplishment, but yeah.
All right, this is going to be our last question for the night.
Sean, I think you answered the question. I was going to ask you the organizations in Tijuana that we could support, sending money or resources, and I think you mentioned a few. Are there any others that you would like us to know about?
Yeah, if we could support you in any way, let us know how we can get involved.
There's Border Angels, like I said, deported veterans. The big agency like the United Nations have been, they were running the large camps. Yeah, I could definitely send you a list if you would like. There's a lot of organizations down there doing different things. A lot of the shelters are religiously based. I can't tell you how many times I've gone on food runs and the people haven't eaten in 2 days. So, just these little shelters need support as well.
All right, well that's going to wrap it up for us. We're gonna be passing a hat around, this Blazers cap, right? Yeah. We're gonna pass this hat around for you. Do you wanna say a bit?
I do.
All right, Jim.
Folks, we were very generous. A number of organizations here have donated $950 that Sean is going to be able to take back to the organization working on the border. Yeah, isn't that something? We did that, and that, we should be very, very proud for that. One thing that didn't work out, I don't know how this happened, but we need his ticket, a Greyhound bus ticket, tomorrow morning to get him up to Eugene. The checks we have are we can't cash them, they're for his organization. You figure out what I'm talking about? I'm gonna pass my hat around right now. We're gonna raise enough money for a Greyhound bus ticket. His next stop, and I'll tell you, is in Eugene, then Corvallis, then Salem, then up in Portland, and that'll be his Oregon tour. So I'm gonna pass this. By the way, the Blazers are winning right now. I think they're playing right now, but here's my hat. Thank you.
All right, I want to thank you so much for coming here. This is a very sobering and eye-opening look into some of our own government's activities. I know you